Everybody, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you that are tuning in or about to tune in, we're going to take a bit of a different format today. Still interactive, man. So I think last week, man, it was really cool. We had lots of comments and lots of interaction. Appreciate all of that. Thanks for all the DMs and PMs and emails and stuff like that too. Talking about what a good show this is and the value and stuff it is, and really appreciate that. That's our intention. So it's nice to get some feedback, good, bad, or ugly. So we appreciate that. So today's format, just gonna kind of just jam on some topics. I've got a long list of topics that I was very organized and put into my automated digital system, which is a pen and paper.
The Trello, mate. What happened to the Trello board?
Trello. I'm on Asana. Why are you using Trello?
Oh, ow. Sorry.
Yeah, look, to be honest, CBF, man, I got a fucking iPad that just sits there. But anyway, and then this is going to be on the live stream, trying to engage in the comments and stuff like that. But again, man, it's just about trying to offer some solid perspective. I think last week, we got some good jams out, some good solid perspective out. And so, yeah, look, it's just a different format. Just talking about issues, jam, move through those. Engage with the comments, take any kind of questions and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You tell me when you're ready, and then I'll go do some sharing. Okay. Who's on the show? Shit, I can't even see that yet. Welcome to everybody.
Quite chaotic, all this stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Nick's gonna welcome everyone while I do some sharing, and then we'll jam our first topic.
Listening to myself.
Our first topic is gonna be micromanaging. That's our first topic, man. So actually, chuck your comments down below. What do you guys think about micromanaging? What don't you like about micromanaging? How does micromanaging happen? What are you doing about managing or holding back on yourself micromanaging?
All right. You good? Yeah. You go do your thing. And what's up, guys? Yeah. So it's it's a bit of fun with us doing this, jumping on every week and doing this. It is a little bit, we got to share different things, and we're gonna look at trialing some different software over the coming weeks to see if we can make it a little bit more linear and a little bit more just a better experience for you guys. But anyway, it's great to be back having a jam. So so micromanaging. Like who's listening? I can see Aaron Cash, Shane Rowe. What's up, guys? How are you? So tell us about maybe when you've either been employed and been micromanaged, or you've been the micromanager, and how that's played out for you in the business you're in.
I just did that. I just talked about audience engagement and stuff.
What are you talking about?
Bruh.
I honestly didn't hear a word you said.
Nick Hoyle was watching.
All I heard was blah 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 blah.
Marilyn Austin's watching. What's up, Marilyn? Where's Polly? Where you at, Polly? Don't be hiding. We know you got to do them goals.
Yeah. So I don't know. So Marilyn, what's up? Good on. Yeah. A hard one because we've got go through all of them. Gotta let jump in this, lucky like them. I can tell. Right. Gotta give you. Tell us how you do. Back, you good?
Yep. My foot. What? Anyway, micromanaging, right? So for me, it's something that I see often, especially in small businesses as they go to scale. And really what I think is the real cause of micromanaging is someone's dropping in and out. Yeah, sound check, video check, any issues with that you guys are seeing? Man, you know what I'm not liking, bro, is how we're really tall and stuff now with the stream. Anyways. But what I think micromanaging comes from pretty much, like an insecurity or a lack of trust, really. So it's an individual thing. It's a mindset thing. Again, we keep coming up against that. Yeah, there's lots of strategies and tactics. Strategy is have clear, I don't know, job descriptions, organizational charts, roles and responsibilities. Delegate. I don't like that word. I don't know. It just sounds shit. I like that word empower. Actually, I got an example of kind of how I empowered this week as well, with some team member that I have at the moment. But yeah, look, it's just a trust thing, man. It's like, and you got to ask yourself the question, but that's pretty logical. How am I going to scale to 5 team members, 10 team members, 20 team members, 50 team members, 100 team members if I don't, if I'm going to micromanage, if I don't have empowering leadership, in my business? And look, my recommendation is, yeah, just get over that fucking mindset, man, and actually trust people. And yeah, they are going to make mistakes. And dude, as much as the product or the service has to be delivered, to the best standard, so that we stimulate more word of mouth, so that we're, getting more sales, getting more referrals, and all that kind of stuff, and that's hitting the bottom line. I get that, but bro, who the fuck do you think you are that you're the only one that can deliver the kick-ass service or the kick-ass product?
I think that 100%.
Get the fuck over yourself.
That's where it's born out of not being able to let go and trust that someone can do something. Ultimately, you really want to be having your people do your job better than you. That's. I've just been listening to What It Takes by Schwartz, who Blackstone is his. They're a massive global financial firm, and they only hire tens. They only hire, people that are going to drive the business with or without them. And they acquired the Hilton. They're a massive, massive brand. So it's called What It Takes by Schwartz is his last name. I can't remember his first name, but it's on Audible. It's a mind expansion. So if you're a micromanager, then that would be an awesome resource to jump into. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So just don't do it, right? It hinders your business, man. It hinders your scalability, man. And what kind of person are you that thinks you're the only one that can do a good job? And how the fuck is your business going to grow if you don't trust anyone to, make the mistakes? It took you a while to get good at it. You made mistakes along the way. So give someone else the chance, because then you're not having to do that. And I'm stuck in my business. I never get to work on my business. And how the fuck are you going to get 10, 20, 50, 100 employees if you don't find a way to get around this thing? And it's an issue with you. And it's all in your head. And you're full of shit. And you know what? I'd rather have a business that has 80%, compared to my perfection levels, than one that is 100%. That's all me, that I work 80 hours a week and get paid like 80 grand a year.
Cool. Love it.
You want to grab some comments before we hit the next one?
Yeah. Let's jump into the next one, and we'll circle back if there's anything that's.
Yep. Okay. Cool. You want to do that? Andre says, business owners who think they know everything.
That's every business owner.
Jam on that.
That's true.
Excluding present company, right?
But at the same time, it's about having the humility and the being able to be humble enough to say, actually, while I think I know it all, there's probably something that I don't know, and being able to be really okay with having people around you that give you good advice. Which is, we were just talking in the grey room before we come on, and that's one of the big things for me with the partnership we've got going on here, is that there's shit that I don't know, and having someone that that I work with it's really, really, it helps me to get in a good space and get clear about what I'm doing, and that gives me that thing to go, yeah, you know what? While I think I might know it all, there's some shit I don't know, and that's okay. That's my perspective on it.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Right.
Just the only thing I'll fix is this ain't a partnership, right? I'm the boss. You're the dog. I'm the boss dog. You're I don't know.
Bruh.
Yeah. Business owners. Look, and that, again, man, for me, man, it's not a business problem. Well, it manifests into a business problem, but it's a fucking mindset, personal problem. Like, that means you've got some kind of ego, and that's a misuse of the word ego. But everyone knows what that means. Like, who the fuck are you to think that you know everything, bro? Like, I live by the saying, the minute you stop learning is the minute you die. Because man, life is a journey, man. There's no way that you could. There's just trillions and trillions and trillions of data points in the world that you just don't know, right? And I think honestly, if you ask any good business owner, do you 100% know what the fuck you are doing?
Hell no.
A good business owner is going to say hell no. I'm trying to figure who taught me, right? When Google landed, who taught me Google AdWords? Who taught me how to manage my Google AdWords managers? When Facebook ads land, and when Netflix comes in as the advertising platform, because we all know that that's where it's heading, you're going to be trying to figure that shit out, and therefore you don't know what you don't know. And when you come from that position, and you're right, it's about humility and stuff like that.
Right.
Leaders are readers, man. All the good sayings, man. You know what I mean? And they all apply here. And I just think the minute you think you know everything, it's just you're fucked right then and there.
Yeah. So good comment there. And was that one from the post you put up earlier, or where did that one come from?
Yeah. So yeah, sorry. A lot of these topics are kind of sourced out of the group that Nick founded, which is above 8,000 small business owners now, right?
Yeah.
And well curated, so there's not a bullcrap in there. So yeah, we're grabbing them from there, and then we're just jamming on them, and we just move through, right? Because we don't want to get too waffly, even though I know everyone loves the sound of our voices.
Or mine.
Yeah. No. We're not talking about the voice that you love hearing. We're talking about the voice that other people love hearing. Yeah, let's hit some comments, right? I think we'll jam one, go to the comments, jam one, go to the comments,
good.
right?
Just relevant ones,
cool.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, dropping in and out. Marilyn, are we? Is the audio fixed? Are we still dropping in and out?
We're not. According to the output, it looks fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sorry. Can we check on that? Is the audio sounding fine? Polly, you haven't done your goals. What's up with that, man? Haven't done the goals, but have downloaded the cheat. Yay! You've had like a whole week, so I don't know how many hours that is, but you downloaded something which takes like 1 minute. Okay, cool. And booked 2 days out of the office to work on my business. Yay! Oh, can we talk about that topic? Thank you, Marilyn. Sounds all good. Taking time out of your business to work on the business. What's very slimming, Polly? Bro, I don't know. What do you think? Are you jamming some comments? Are you curating some comments?
No. I just had a look through, and that's probably where we're at. Yeah. So taking time out of your business, and that can be a hard one, especially if you're in a service based, or you've got deadlines, or you've got a store where people come in. That can be really, really tough. So one of the strategies that I used to just not come in on Wednesdays, in my business. I just wouldn't come in, and the first couple of times the phone would ring off its hook. What about this? What about that? But down the track over a period of months, it started to actually really give that autonomy Marilyn was talking about earlier. But as well as that, it started to give me a chance to really start to think and move the business forward. So, it's important that and on those days when you're not working in the business, you're actually doing stuff on it, and you're not sitting around having cups of coffees and meetings and things like that. But as long as you're doing that, yeah, absolutely, it's an imperative part of how you build and grow your business.
Yeah, I strongly agree. I think again, as a business coach, the common problem I hear all the time is like all day, every day. I got no time, man. Oh, I'm stuck in the business. I can't get on the business. For me as a business coach, right? I'm on the tools. I'm when people are sick, I'm covering. Fucking, no one else can do it to the degree that I can do it. Which again is maybe they're not even micromanaging, but it's just like, this lack of trust, this lack of ability to build systems and leverage themselves out of that role, which is a delivery role, especially in a services-based business or even a customer service-based business. That's the thing kind of holding them back. And dude, my response is, oh wait, right, who the fuck designed this business? Oh wait, who the fuck designed the hours that you work and the roles and all that kind of shit? Wait, so you're stuck in the business and that's your fault,
right?
And so who can fix this?
Pretty tough realization though, right?
Yeah, look, and I guess that's kind of me too, you know what I mean? And that's my style of coaching or whatever. But I'm like, and if they're brave enough to take some responsibility, bro, like it's really empowering. Oh wait, I can fix it. And that's where I'll take, good props, big props to Polly for taking the time out. Right?
Undies, yeah.
Yeah, that's just victim mentality. Oh, I'm stuck working in the business and I can't work on the business. Who the fuck can give you the time to work on the business? You.
Yeah.
So do it.
Yeah. Love it.
Cool. Any comments?
No, I haven't seen anything new pop up.
Okay, cool. Tamsin said complacency is a problem that she sees in business a lot too. What do you think on that?
Do you want to talk to complacency? So Tamsin's comment, I can't see that comment, bro. So you'll have to read it out. I can't.
Oh no, they're in the Facebook group on posts like today.
Right. Okay. Sorry. So complacency. I need a bit more context, but let's
Oh, just complacency in business. Maybe offering, and that's the thing. There wasn't a lot of context, man. But just generally speaking, complacency in his business is like, you know what, man, we're at a good spot. I'm cool. I'm a chill. I don't want to grow the business. Oh, dude, this is something that I hear often too. Nah, I'm good. I'm a one-man band. I don't want to grow the business. I don't want to deal with the complexity of staff, PAYE,
right.
HR, leadership. Man, yeah.
Because when I think
scale,
complacency, right? I think like not needing to improve things anymore because we're delivering okay. It's all good. People paying,
same thing, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just at different levels, right? There's as there's levels, the 1 level, the 10 level, the 100 level.
Mm-hmm.
And so what do you think about complacency?
I mean, it's I think it's one of these things that creeps in over time, and I don't think any business owner really intentionally sets out to be in a space of complacency. But what happens is that we get a bit. I guess we get a bit beat down over the time of doing it, and then all of a sudden we're just accepting rather than holding ourselves to a standard or a higher standard. So that can be a so it's this is where coaching comes in. This is where having someone on the team who's not involved in your business can say, dude, why the fuck do you do things this way? Or who designed this like that? Have you thought about redesigning it? Have you thought about shifting, your hours, your days, your this kind of stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I did hear something in the coaching industry, and it kind of says, we can't give you motivation.
Yeah, hard. Handies. That's
Right?
a self job, right?
Yeah, that's a self job, man. And so, around complacency, I think, it's a contextual thing. So that's what I can do as a coach is I can give you some context. And I'm like, the context I like to give people, man, is it's like a plant. When it stops growing, it's pretty much at least slowly dying.
Same with your business.
Because
you're either growing or dying.
Yeah. Right, and it's just the rate.
And
right,
I think those smaller one-man band type things, the rate of death is a lot slower. But what it is the rate of when you get burnt out and tired. And
right.
and that's when the complacency steps in, and your delivery takes longer, or your care factor, you stop giving a fuck. And I experienced that, so I get it.
Oh man, and I don't know if you've been to those small business talks, but any economist that kind of goes around to these small business talks, they talk about the aging population which we have in the world, but let alone New Zealand. If we talk about New Zealand specifically, and we talk about all the mom and pop businesses that are kind of that they're getting towards that 60, 65, 70 year age, and they go, oh, there's going to be this massive flood of small businesses on the market because this aging population, they're going to have to sell the X's and the boomers are going to have to sell their businesses, and in my experience, at the fucking ripe old age that I am, I think it's full of shit because they fucking die. The businesses die.
Right.
Because they kind of run them into the ground. And the sad reality is, look, hopefully they've got their home and stuff like that. But that's what I will say is, I think business should be feeding your investment portfolio.
Right.
Well,
that's what Kiyosaki talks about in his quadrants, cash flow quadrant, right? Yeah. That's 101 shit. That's 101 shit. That's right. Yeah.
Well, we say 101 shit, but yeah.
We don't behave that. Yeah, I get it.
So complacency is a really, really, if you look out way out at the future, it's a really, really dangerous thing. And even on the interim, even if you look at fitness, man, like when you get complacent around your fitness or your sports or stuff like that, it's not a good thing, man. Again, I think humans were designed, even though we physically stop growing at 18 years old kind of thing, dude, it doesn't mean that we can't keep growing mentally and emotionally and spiritually.
You stopped at 16, eh?
Me? dude, my shit's still growing. What are you? I don't know what you're talking about. You know, and I just think we just got to keep growing, man. Like that's our natural state. If anything, like that's the fucking purpose of life, man. You know.
Yeah. And particularly that that journey for knowledge, man. That's like never ending. I was talking today with someone today, and this guy that was working for him, he's just retired. He's 70, and he just 75 or something. But he just gets up every day now, and he just loves learning. He just loves learning about stuff. It's just.
Have you met those 80-year-old business people, man? They're just sharp as hell.
Oh, who's that? Like, Dan Penner? How old? He's got to be. What does he call himself? The $1 billion man.
I mean, they're all getting up there. He's a
gangster, man.
Jeez.
So I do want to
some comments.
Yeah, I want to jump on Faye's comment. So Faye's she's in Dunedin. She's got a really cool health business, but not health like in the medical field, but more of a crossover between holistic health and some of the medical field stuff. And it's really, really cool. But she says, look, she's got all those excuses for complacency, but she also wants to grow the business. So she's got an internal battle going on. She's got an internal war with herself.
Interesting. Any suggestions?
Well, having caught up with I was down there, I totally relate. It's like you're doing battle with what you want to do versus what maybe you feel you're expected to do with friends, family, relationships, all of that kind of stuff. It's kind of clouding the ability to make a good business decision. That makes sense?
My suggestion, man, fuck that. Decide what you want, do what you want. Because what I will say, man, you want to have a one-man band business, that's cool. That's cool, man. You do you. Mm-hmm. But, man, don't complain to me when you're still 60 and you still struggle to get away from the business. You still can't take a 3-month holiday. You still don't have a retirement fund. You don't have $10 million worth of assets to generate some kind of income for you when you retire. And you're going to go down from whatever the hell you're earning as a small business owner, one-man band or small business into the pension. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, do what you want, right? As much as I kind of say, hey, yeah, complacency is a bad thing, but you do what you want. Don't, because, man, that's worse than complacency to me. It's just this turmoil thing.
Yeah, and, it's a hard space to be in because you're always doing better with yourself.
Yeah, man, and I empathize with you, Faye, and I don't wish that for you. And you know what I'll say? Yeah, fuck what the experts say. Fuck what anything says. Just do what you want for now. You know, and you'll figure it out. You just chill, complacency, and then you get to like 60, and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna retire. I don't have shit. This is not scalable. This is not saleable. And then maybe it'll be that point that you do some shit.
Yeah. And we had a good chat was down there, and she has got something that's really got some cool potential. It's just a matter of, I think, her getting her headspace right, and it'll fly. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds really cool. And their whole holistic health thing is kind of definitely coming through in a wave. So I wish you all the best anyway, Faye. Marilyn, so many don't want to expand or grow their businesses. She sees it every day. They don't want staff. And that's what I will say. Look, as much as I bag on that, look, if that's your choice, that's your choice. But I think what you should, for your sake, do is at least educate yourself on the trajectory that you're going on. Talk to the accountant, talk to your business mentor, somebody about it, or as many people as you can about it. Where's that going to take you? And I think when you're aware of kind of your life trajectory, man, you've empowered yourself, and you've actually got a choice to kind of change it.
Yeah.
And what I'll say is, if you stay small, it's gonna end up hurting, man. I even know Nicholas Kusmich, if anyone knows him. He's one of the biggest Facebook advertisers, one of the most successful Facebook ad campaign managing agencies in the goddamn world. And then they went and changed their algorithms, and now he used to be the guy. Man, we got a team of 3, and we roll like fucking $11 million a year in gross revenue, and most of that's kind of dropped to the net profit line and all that kind of stuff. They changed the algorithm. People caught on that he was actually looking for clients that had warm audiences or that had good strategic partnerships that he could just advertise to or on the back of, and all that kind of shit, and just a whole bunch of changes. And then now that's gone. So what was that?
I was just trying to figure out the relevance for not having staff.
For not having staff, right? Because he had 3. He was the poster boy for not having staff.
Right. Okay. Now I'm with her. Yeah.
Right. That didn't last forever too, and that's what I mean.
Well, business is a team sport, right? That's the that's
what I think. That's what I think.
And it's a freaking tough sport, and you got to get mindset right and people right, and that's where that thing about hiring teams, man. It's so powerful. Yeah.
Cool. 5 minutes left, guys. We're gonna start wrapping up, man. This has been cool. Rapid fire, man. We only got through like, I don't know, 30% of my list.
Let's jam one more.
I think we jam. Yeah, I think we're jamming these comments now. There's quite a few comments on the page, so I'll jam some of these. You just fire back at these comments.
I can't see your list.
Polly,
oh, yeah. Go.
The perspective that you designed your business so you can't complain about not having the time to work on it. Yeah,
that was your comment earlier.
Yeah. Cool. Same. William Pope. Faye. How's no? I won't wait that long or old. Yes, Faye. Don't do that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's your choice, but yeah, don't be in turmoil. Just make a choice and then just do that. You just feel better about yourself, and you'll get more results at whichever path you do decide. Oh, I'm just going to stay small, or I want to scale and I want to be big. And that's what I mean. There's a thing around intent. If you believe in like law of attraction or even prayer, with religions and stuff like that, like while the universe or God works in mysterious ways, and a lot of stuff will happen, or the universe will bring things into you, you've also got this kind of responsibility where we've got to have
the wheels in motion, eh?
Yeah, man. And again, I come back to our goals worksheet because it's just tick ass. And by the way, trying to convince Nick to do it right now, because life's happening to him in some ways, from my assessment. Life's happening to you, brother, at the moment right now. And while there will always be an element of that, I think, if you can take a bit more control and have a bit more intent, around having some goals. And it doesn't have to be a 1 year timeline. It doesn't even have to be a 90-day timeline. It can be a 25-year timeline if we want. But yeah, I think perspective gives, context, and context enables us to have more relevant and meaningful strategies to ourselves. And then when we've got those meaningful strategies, we can drop into our tactics and our actions, and they can be more aligned to the trajectory that we want to go on. I know, anything you want to share on that, bro? Here's your opportunity to be vulnerable.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. Like, there's been a lot of stuff going on in my life that's I mean, obviously I've manifested it on some levels, but it's not having the awareness of where that's coming from. It's kind of catching up with me at the moment. So it's been a crazy few weeks for me. Yeah. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are you gonna do about it?
Fix it.
How?
Well, that's the $1 million question. But yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is getting clear on what it is that's important to me at the moment. I've probably been just taking on too many things in my life, way too many things, and just cutting that back. Yeah.
Solid. Very, very solid. Cool. So are you going to, I think what that translated to is your homework is going to be building a list of things that you have taken on, and then updating us on a list of things that you're going to take out. So this is how coaching works, peeps. Apparently a coach can coach anybody, right? And it's not even about giving them information. It's just about asking them the right question and helping them find the answer. I don't know. I don't necessarily buy into all that shit. And mentors and coaches and consultants and counselors are different. Like, fuck, to be honest, to be effective, to help someone on their path, you need to be good at all of those things to some extent.
Yeah, I think so.
Trying to fucking draw a line between what a mentor and a consultant, man. It's like a Sifu. I don't know, back in the days, if you remember those movies where you climb up the mountain and you go and ask the Sifu, and like they teach you how to cook, they teach you how to eat, and then they teach you how to punch trees and all that kind of shit. Like, and actually what they say a lot is just these weird Zen fucking sayings, like, don't hold on, just let go. And you're like, I just want to learn how to knock that guy out, man. Stop saying weird shit to me, man.
You got to get tougher, man. You got to get way tougher if you want to knock guys out.
He says that now. Shit.
Bro, I want to hit one more off your list, and then let's jam out.
Time's up. Which one do you? Oh, how to deal with trolls on social media, and that was submitted by a really handsome and smart-looking dude called Jung.
Got trolled today. But yeah, come on, what's your...
Oh, look, the real strategy is, bro, is just don't engage. That's actually like, and trust me, you know, I've seen a lot of strategies and tactics and hacks and all that kind of stuff, because I've been on the internet for a little bit now. And the overall, the best strategy is just don't engage, don't delete them, don't block them, don't hide them, don't reply to them, don't do shit. Just let them be there, because that's their thing. They're gonna see, you know, or that's still gonna be on the internet in 5 years' time, you know, sort of thing. Because just throwing shade, like genuine shade in general, is just not a good thing to do in the world, in the universe, as a human to another human. It's just shit. And so you just don't need to engage in it, man. That's my best strategy, you know. But yeah, you can delete it. You can try and take the moral high road and kind of show them their error in their ways and belittle them and condescend them and all that kind of shit. Try to make amends. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Fuck all that, man. Just don't engage, man. It's just not good. You got better things to do with your time. There's more people you can actually help with the intention that you have behind your products and services and brand, and that's what you should be focusing on.
100%. That is the absolute best strategy. 100% for, and you know, you know, man, I've seen it all. I've had all sorts of people with all sorts of challenges, personally, and you know what? That's just the fucking internet, man. The internet's a big bad world of people that sit behind keyboards and think that they're you know, 8 foot tall and can fucking fight anyone. But the reality is they're all just a bunch of pussies. So you just gotta, do you know what? You just gotta be like, yeah, all good, sweet as, and move on.
You know, yeah, I'm kind of at the point. I kind of sympathize, not empathize, sympathize. Yeah, a little bit of empathy, but I just sympathize. Like, oh man, you know, you're in a position in life where you feel so compelled that you got to throw some shit at me. Like,
Yeah.
good on you, bro. Like, how did that improve your life? Or how did that improve my life? Or how did that improve anyone's life? That time that you took to do that,
Made him feel better for 30
kinda,
seconds, right? On the internet.
maybe, you know. So some dude said, "Oh, bro, don't use one name." I'm like, "Fuck you, bro. That's my dead grandfather's name, and I don't have a fucking." And he said, "Use your first name." I'm like, "Fuck you, you racist cunt!" Like, fucking, that is my first name. You know what I mean? And so when you get triggered, these are the kind of
Right.
responses that you can
Yeah,
have,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I'm like, that's what I could say, but I'm just like, yeah, what's the point, right? Like, see the level that I go to because my values get crossed, and so now I end up displaying bad behavior as well.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Polly's just said there. The real issue is when trolls come in and kick off a massive arguments on your business brand page, and it's a little tricky to deal with. And yeah, look, I had all of those, Polly, and then some. You know, I had a page with 27,000 followers on it. And this was before. I mean, this was we had those numbers, 2014 sort of thing, when you know, you didn't have to pay to, you know, you had to really build an audience. You couldn't pay to buy an audience. And fuck, man, I had all of those trolls on there. But, you know, when you've really got a really solid brand, your customers are going to jump in and they're going to defend you anyway. And you're better just to sit back and have that, like Jung says, that real, like, if you are going to comment or engage, hey, look, you know, if you really want to resolve this, here's my phone number, give me a call, and just leave it at that, you know, rather than, otherwise you're 50 comments deep of trying to prove your point and no one wins. And I was the king of that. I was the king of that, man.
Oh, you used to engage the trolls?
Hard. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Hard. And,
What
you
was
know,
the point?
well, I
Did you
mean,
feel
it
better?
is what it, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you win the battle but lose the war, you know, but you never win the war. So, and I got real good at it, don't get me wrong, but it's still just a waste of time.
That's what I think, you know.
So,
And so look, I just lol, man. I'm like lol, like lol. I don't
yeah.
know, you know. Yeah. Just like, man, you know, you said to use my first name, and I am using my first name. Like, that's just all lives matter, bro. Like, that shows how small your brain is. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then advertising in a group or whatever is like fucking. I've been a contributor to this group. Like, you obviously, you obviously don't know. So, okay,
Yeah.
Andrew Sutherland. I want to fill both categories. Start out small, one-man band until I can grow enough and generate enough hype around our products that allow me to transition into needing a team to help me to the next level. But you need to always be open to the bigger than you are now or want to be. 100% agree.
Yep.
You get that one? Yeah. Look, I agree, Andrew. I think. Yeah, look, yeah, and that's what we're kind of saying. I think it's about complacency in between. Just don't get complacent in between.
Yeah.
And there's a transition. It's not like, oh, hey, I'm one man band, and then now I'm at this point where there's enough hype around my products, and that now I need a team. There's probably going to be like 1.5 team members, 2, 3.5 team members, and then you're going to get to that point. So, yeah, it's not going to be so clear cut 1 and then all of a sudden 10. And I think you might know that, but just in case you don't, yeah. And so it's that transition that, I think a lot of people struggle with.
Right. So, Biz Shiz update for the week. To be honest, not much has happened. Both of us have been pretty tapped. Day jobs, and I've been traveling a lot with the day job. Done the entire South Island in 8 days of driving. So, pretty busy from that perspective, but not so much going on with Biz Shiz. We have I've got a South Island group. Looks like it's about to get started, so we just started the process with that, and that's going to be pretty cool. So Faye and Andrew are actually going to jump into that squad, and there's a couple others that we're just working through the details.
Andrew Sutherland.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, cool. Well, what's up, South Island crew? Nice to have you in the whānau.
And is there anything you want to add on that, bro?
No, Polly's got to go. Hey, we didn't finish the accountability thing. Get the goal sheet into us, please. If you're going to do it, get into it. Oh, Jester's got a comment. Can you see Jester's comment?
Yeah, I can. So I always reply to my trolls by thanking them for the input. Sometimes negative feedback can help improve the process. There's always, remember, it's a water off the duck's back and don't take it personal. Yeah, look, good attitude, mate. And if there's a learning in it, fucking A, jump on it and take it and use it. And yeah, it's when it becomes malicious, that's when you've got to do your best to not engage. But if it's a genuine feedback, man, feedback's an awesome thing. Feedback's an awesome thing.
Strongly agree with that, actually. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, strongly agree on that. Biz Shiz update. Yeah, no, look, that we made I think we made a conscious effort, knowing that we were kind of maybe trying to squeeze too much in there.
Right.
And that affects the quality, right, of the service and the customer experience or the user experience that they have with our brand or our product. So just saying, hey, wait, let's not push this thing just because we can, just because we want to. Let's do the best thing by the customer, and therefore that's the best thing for the business and the brand in the long run.
Yeah.
So let's just kind of back off a little bit. And so that's where we're at. And so sorry for those of you who have expressed or registered interest in the Biz squads. But we'll get to you as soon as we can when we can do a good job by you.
Yeah, it's good. I reckon we should wrap it up, bro. We're 38, so we're a bit over time. But closing thought.
Check yourself. Don't let our stuff get in the way of our business's progress. Be the learner, be humble, accept that we're just trying to figure it out, get help from around us, as Marilyn kind of alluded to as well. And look, all feedback is good, but I think just be selective about how much time you do spend on different types of feedback. And at the end of the day, it's your decision. And that's around trolls as well. It's like, man, do I take that feedback on seriously? And how far do I take that? And how far do I implement off of that? And that seems for business positive, right? If I look at Faye, hey, you need to grow now. Don't get complacent. But maybe she's a busy mother or busy, something else, nurse or something. And it's like, hey, wait, but what's meaningful and fulfilling and purposeful to me is that I'm focusing on my nursing thing, and this is my side hustle, and I'm happy for it to be that size, right? So again, trust yourself, make your decisions, and do what's best for you, right? Yeah. Because it's you that you're ultimately accountable to every day that you wake up.
The big thing out of that is like, take it on board, make a decision, and then take action on that decision, whatever it might be.
Bang.
Whatever you decide, yeah.
Love and peace.
All right, guys. Everyone. Awesome again. See y'all next week.